Alright, my name is Dad Castle. You're joining me on the Late Night Show. Tonight, I'm going to be interviewing some special guests. First up, we have Simon from Lord of the Flies. Give it up for him. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be asking him, and interviewing, and we're going to reveal his true identity to you guys. So, my first question, Simon, how do you manage to maintain your benevolent and helpful attitude despite the massive acts of savagery revolving around you?
See, that's a good question. With all this evil going around in the island, I have to take the role of showing that humanity is truly good and it's not all bad. I need to show that civilization under rules, a set of rules in society, is much better than just resorting to savagery.
Alright, tell me, Simon, how does your superego grow from the time that you reached the island?
Well, once people began fearing the beast, I saw the beast, and I saw what it truly was. And I attempted to expose those characteristics to the other group and show them that evil is not something that you have to obey, but instead it's just something that you could suppress.
I understand, that's good. But tell me, what makes you so different? Why does your superego grow while everyone else is taken over by their id?
Well, see, I believe that I'm just innately a good human being. I don't do the moral thing just for selfish reasons. I do it because I think it's the correct way to do it, as opposed to others who are power hungry, such as Jack, and they form their own group.
I understand. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you.
It's nice knowing you. Alright, guys, back again. Next up, we have the Beast from Lord of the Flies. Come here, sir. Now, I only have 2 questions for the Beast. First off, how did you inspire it and all the characters? Anyone in particular you would like to share?
Well, I mean, what can I say? I'm the Beast.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, I know. I originally, started off inspiring fear in all the characters, specifically the Litlins. At the beginning, once from the first night, the Litlins began getting kind of scared of the dark. They started dreaming about me, and they kind of needed something to resort to as a source of their fear and stuff. So as they started getting scarier and scarier, they started not wanting to go into the woods and collect wood and build shelter and such. Mm-hmm. And so they started not being productive. They blamed it on the Beast because they thought I was gonna hurt him or whatever. And as soon as they started not being productive, the people around camp, Jack and such, they started being savages and resorting to killing the Beast. So yeah.
Okay, but tell me, since you are the Beast, did you enjoy watching their ids take them over? Did you
definitely, yeah. I enjoyed that a lot. That's who I am. I want everyone to realize that they are instinctively savages and that they should act on their desire, what they want. If they want a pig, they go kill a pig.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right, awesome, man. Thank you for your time.
Hey, no problem.
This is the Beast, everyone. All right, guys, back again. Now introducing the leader, the one and only Ralph. What's up, sir? How are you?
Good.
Now, I only have 2 questions for Ralph here. First off, how did you incorporate id into your actions?
Alright, so first I'm going to explain what id is, for all those who don't know. So, id. Id basically means the primitive instincts of life. Aggressiveness is id. See, my enemy, Jack, was a man of id. Me, I'm not a man of id. I'm a man of ego. Ego. So, what ego is it's a balance, it's a fine-tuning between superego and id. And since I'm an ego, of course I have some characteristics of me that are id. And the characteristics of me that are id are shown when Simon, my dear friend Simon, when he was mistaken for the Beast, and we all went around and we killed him ruthlessly, and me, the awesome Ralph, even I participated in the killing. this is truly unfortunate.
Okay. I'm sorry that was hard for you. How do you incorporate superego into your actions? The good.
Being a man of ego, of course, I have superego in my actions as well. So, how I incorporate superego is when everyone else, including Jack and his clan of hunters, go about doing things and performing actions like killing the sow and doing all these things that we don't need. I was always the one that concentrated on keeping the fire going. I was the one that knew that if we want to get rescued, we need to keep the fire going so people can see us. And I was always a stable leader. When people were rebelling against us, I knew that I had to be there. I had to be stable. And that is a man of superego.
Thank you for your time, Ralph. Shake my hand, and I'll see you away. The balance, Ralph. Guys, next up, we have Roger. Come here, Roger. How you doing? Ooh, I know, I'm a murderer. Anyways, my first question, it baffles me. Why did you kill Piggy?
Well, let me tell you. I killed Piggy because I could. And basically, my inner instincts and it told me to kill Piggy because, Piggy was like the annoying one, always trying to enforce law and order, and it was just, couldn't handle it anymore. You got to get rid of him.
I understand. But tell me, how did you progress from a person with a superego to a person with it, just totally encovering them?
Well, I feel like I represent superego because I followed Henry down to the beach. And I purposely missed him. I was throwing stones at him, but I didn't hit him because I chose to obey the laws and also like the taboo and like memories of like the old life before we got abandoned on the side.
Alright. Well, I don't know if what you're saying justifies your actions, but thank you for your time, Roger.
Thank you for having me.
See you around. Back again here, introducing the one and only Jack. Come here, Jack. Alright, Jack, I only have one question for you.
And come on, get with it.
Tell me, how did you transform from being such a powerful superego? You were just a choir boy to such an overpowering id. How? Tell me.
It's pretty simple, The island just gets in your head. You know what? I started out just that wimpy little choir boy. I wanted structure. I went along with Ralph for like the first half of the time that I was on the island, and then once I didn't kill that sow, that first sow, there was this churning in me. And it came up, and I lost it. I didn't want to work for anybody else. I didn't want to work for Ralph. I didn't want to conform to this little society that they put up. I just wanted to hunt. I just wanted to kill sow. I wanted meat. And the beast was getting in everybody's head. We needed to put that to sleep. I started going off. I wanted to kill things. And once we made our capital at Castle Rock, that's when I felt secure. I felt safe. It really just got into my head. It's still running rampant in me. This id is crazy through my memory.
I understand. I'm sorry you had to go through that again. I'm sorry, man. And this is the show. Next up, we have the dynamic duo, Sam and Eric. Alright guys, we don't know much about you, so my first question is, why don't you guys just tell us about yourselves?
Well, I'm Sam. And I'm Eric. And we are the twin boys on the island. We are in charge of keeping the signal fire going. Until we were captured by the tribe, we were loyal to Ralph. We speak as one, often finishing each other's sentences. The other boys on the island pronounce our names as one word. It is the driving factor directly affecting our decision-making, thus defining our role on the island.
Tell me guys, why would you help Ralph out by telling him that Jack was coming after him? Why do that?
Well, it started off by Eric and I witnessing Jack's savages steal Piggy's glasses. Because of this, Sam and I went with Piggy and Ralph to get Jack and his savages back. Our id, or our survival instinct, drove us to get Jack back for what he had done. As a result, we were tied up by Jack This drove us to secretly tell Ralph that Jack was coming even though we were on Jack's side. Later, we gave up Ralph's hiding spot after being threatened by Jack. It was our natural survival instinct to give up Ralph's hiding spot to Jack because we were being threatened by Jack and we felt endangered, and the only way to escape this was to give up Ralph's hiding spot so we could survive.
Wow. Thanks for the enlightenment, guys. Thank you for coming out. Thank you. Thank you. This has been the dynamic duo of Sam and Aaron. Let's give a round of applause.
Not Jack, with the late night show. Next up, we have Piggy. Yeah, come on, guys, give him a round of applause. Got a little tummy there, don't you?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so first question. How did you maintain law and order in your life despite the adverse conditions?
Well, from the beginning, I did everything I possibly could despite my appearance and lack of conviction over the other kids. Like, for example, when Ralph and I first landed on the island, I made it my mission to establish myself as the intellectual one. One example would be that when we first landed, I instructed Ralph to blow into the conch so we would unite with all our friends once again. So, although I lacked in the physical department, I made up for it from an intelligence standpoint.
Oh yeah, definitely. Second question is, why did you maintain law and order in your life even though everyone around you was succumbing to their id?
To be honest, I was the closest thing there was to an adult trapped on an island inhabited by aggressive adolescents, man.
I agree.
Having law and order meant safety for me in a nightmare that a person like me did not belong.
And the last question, finally, why is the conch so important to you?
Well, the conch to me was symbolic of my old life. It was symbolic of the finer things and moreover of my own safety. Whenever I held the conch, the fact that I was fat and unathletic was irrelevant. At that point, when I held the conch, my voice mattered to other people. That's why even when Jack's gang attacked me and Ralph, I defended the conch with all the power I had in my blood.
Well, guys, that's been Fat Piggy. Next person.
Hey there, crowd. How are you doing? It's Thad Castle back again. Now, I saved the best for last. Let me tell you, I'm here to introduce the one, the only, the fine lady, the Sal.
Nice to meet you guys. I'll give you a gift too.
Thank you. I'll set this off to the side, please.
Thanks for having me on the show too.
Oh, my pleasure. Now, tell me this, Sal. How did you inspire id in all the characters in the novel?
Well, you see, Jack and his crew ruthlessly murdered me. This inspired it in everyone, as Jack's crew, because they had extremely aggressive tendencies. Jack was extremely aggressive when he killed me. I was a fine lady, and I was stabbed repeatedly in my underparts, if you know what I mean. After that I died, and later I became the Lord of the Flies.
Right. I guess that wraps it up for the Sal. Let's give it a round of applause.